All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. You know, I'm going to start off telling you from the beginning, this is a video that you may want to pass to your friends, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some history and I'm going to speak the words. You know, I've often been accused of that. I've often been accused of saying things that people think. You understand what I mean? In other words, there are a lot of things that people would love to say. They thinking what I'm saying, but they just don't have, what do you say? The strength, the power to be able to speak what is necessary. I believe in speaking truth to power. I really, truly do. Is it going to change anything? No, not when someone is in a position of power. All they're going to do is use that power to abuse you even more so, unless they are just. But, you know, a lot of things that I say, it's already in the hearts and minds of people. They already think it. But anyway, we have here in America business as usual. And what is that business? That business is no indictments in the jail death case of Sandra Bland. And guess who's reporting this? RT, not mainstream news media. And of course, let's go ahead and read the news article right here for a second, and I'll include a link down here below. But this video is going to be more than just this, all right? Sandra Bland, 28, was found dead in her, look at this, her Walter County jail cell. Now, how is it that she has ownership of this jail cell? The wording of things is just utterly amazing to me. It's just utterly, but anyway, let's go on. On July 13, 3 days after she had been arrested during a traffic stop, authorities claimed she hanged herself. You and I both know that that's just off the chain, and that is just a lie. Not a black woman that is that educated with that kind of strength, they don't hang themselves. They simply just don't do. Anyway, let's go on. I'm going to try to stay the course here for a second, all right? Because I'm sure we all remember Sandra Bland, all right? And, of course, which of us are surprised anyway? You know, you really truly need to listen to the rest of this video attached, because I just got this news article last night. Elder Rufus sent it to me. And of course, I'm going to do a little bit of reporting on some other things too. Maybe in another later video right here, because, you know, we have police or cops out in LA still pinning people down, beating them and shooting them and killing them in cold blood. And guess who actually picks it up? A civilian is sitting there recording the whole entire thing and does an excellent job to it. But, you know, business as usual in this country. It's just utterly amazing. I'm going to speak a little bit later on of the reason why our condition is the way it is as black people in this country. You see, I'm a black man that I don't hold the sentiments that some, a little small minority group of blacks in this country believe that all white people are the devils. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Because I know black people who is just as much as a devil as the white person is a devil. Now, all the devils on both sides, yeah, but the truth is the devil is functioning in all human beings. But if you just sit there and just pull out one group, now we already know the history of the Europeans, and I mean, it speaks for itself. And I'm not giving anybody a pass. But it is utterly amazing the small voice of Europeans that we actually have standing up to speak about the plight of the Hebrews in this country. It's utterly amazing. But let me go on. At a news conference, let me start again. Sandra Bland, 28, was found dead in her Walter County jail cell on July 13th. 3 days after she had been arrested during a traffic stop, authorities claimed she had hanged herself. However, her family contested their findings. At a news conference in Chicago on Monday, Bland's family said that the grand jury system in Texas is flawed. They said that testimonies presented to the jury should be available for the public to hear. Right now, the biggest problem for me is the entire process. I simply can't have faith in a system that's not exclusive of my family. That's supposed to have the investigation. Bland's mother, Geneva Reedville, said, according to KPRC, the grand jury said that no felony had been committed by the sheriff's office of jailers in the treatment of Bland. However, it has not reached a decision on whether the trooper who arrested Bland should face charges, according to the Associated Press. Hey, boy, this is painful. This is painful. Whew. To blacks in this country, this is very painful. And all it's doing is fueling more anger. I mean, that's all it's doing. It's fueling more anger. And boy, mercy. The grand jury will return in January to deliberate the decision. Bland was pulled over on July 10th by a Texas state trooper for making an improper lane change. Dash cam video footage showed that her interaction quickly became confrontational as she was arrested for assault. 3 days later, unable to raise $500 in bail, she was discovered dead in her cell. The Chicago Tribune reported that the trooper who stopped Bland had been placed on administrative duty for violating agency's regulation during the stop. In other words, they still get paid for the atrocities that is continued to be able, that they continue to keep committing in this country. The family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit in federal court seeking unspecified damages. You can forget it. It's the same system. The case has a trial date of January 17th, the tribunal said. And I'll include a link down below. I mean, I just read pretty much all to it. And you go back and get on YouTube and see. But, I'm going to attach a video that I made yesterday prior to receiving this. And it's a very truthful, yet painful, but brutally honest. I just can't get people to comprehend, to see or to hear. I understand. I understand what a real, true patriot is. I really, truly do. I understand what liberty and freedom is, and I comprehend it very, very, very well. But our training and conditioning in this country is just utterly all but amazing. And if people don't start paying attention to agreements that they have made within themselves, because many times people in this country function after agreements that they have made, not knowing whether they were right or wrong, because we have entered into a time where actually good has become evil and evil has become good. And the things that used to be right is now wrong, and wrong is now right. This is letting you know that we are upside down as a nation, as a people. This is just jacked up to the uttermost. And I'm amazed at how, the news media loves getting out here demonizing the whole world and stuff, but they want to give themselves a pass when the same atrocities are taking place right here in America, in our own backyard. You need to listen to this video. You really, truly do. And pass it on to someone. Just maybe they'll have ears to hear. I'll tell you what I do. I'm not going to attach it. I'm going to let this be a standalone video as far as Sandra Bland goes, and then I'm going to put it in the next video. Because it's something that it doesn't need all this other theater in front of it and stuff, but it is something that really, truly needs to be heard. All right. Remember, an assault on the king's officers is an assault on the king himself. It's business as usual in America.